Ever feel like running away when life gets tough? Feeling down? You take a day off. Work isn't going well? You think about quitting, doubting your abilities at the first sign of trouble? This feeling is known as learned helplessness, and it's more common than you might think. Avoiding conflicts, low self-esteem, feeling drained. Learned helplessness occurs when we repeatedly face negative events that seem out of our control. Over time, this leads to a sense of powerlessness, making us believe that we can't change our circumstances no matter how hard we try, so resolving conflict seems impossible. But what if I told you it doesn't have to be this way? Stick around to learn how to break free from learned helplessness and regain control of your life. Back in the 70s, a psychologist named Donald Hiroto conducted a pretty interesting experiment. Imagine this. You're in a room and there's an annoying noise you just can't escape from. That's group 1. Then there's group 2. They can switch off the noise. And group 3? No noise at all. The results of Hiroto's experiments were both fascinating and revealing. Group 1 had learned that their actions were futile, leading to a general sense of helplessness. They'd given up even when placed in new settings where they could potentially control the noise. Group 2 figured out how to stop the noise quickly. Group 3 just chilled. They showed no signs of helplessness or stress in new environments. This experiment showed that when we feel like we have no control, we can become stuck in a helpless mindset. When people are exposed to situations where their actions have no effect, they may develop a pervasive sense of powerlessness. This feeling stems from doubting our own abilities and recognizing the difficulty of changing our environment. When we start to believe that our efforts don't matter, we begin to feel truly helpless. Negative emotions don't just stay confined to one area of our lives, they spread, affecting our overall mood and outlook. Lastly, there's cognitive and behavioral entrenchment. This is where our negative thoughts and actions become fixed, creating a vicious cycle of helplessness. Not everyone falls into the learned helplessness trap. Some people bounce back from setbacks, while others seem to stay stuck in a rut. The secret lies in something called explanatory style, how we explain bad events to ourselves. It's like having an inner narrator that influences our mental well-being. There are 3 key dimensions. First up, permanence. This dimension looks at whether we see bad events as temporary or permanent. Optimists see setbacks as temporary. For example, I failed this exam because I didn't study enough this time. Pessimists? They think those events are here to stay. I failed because I'm just not smart enough. Next, we have pervasiveness. This dimension considers whether we view problems as specific or universal. Optimists tend to isolate issues. I had a bad day at work, but that doesn't mean I'm bad at my job. Pessimists, they think everything's going wrong. I'm always slow at work. I'm terrible at everything. Finally, there's personalization. This is about whether we blame ourselves or external factors for bad events. Optimists externalize saying, the weather ruined my plans. Pessimists internalize thinking, I'm such a failure for not planning better. Take Michael Jordan, he says, I can accept failure. Everyone fails at something, but I can't accept not trying. Do you see which explanatory style he uses? These explanatory styles aren't just philosophical musings. They can help us prevent and even reverse learned helplessness. Therapists can help individuals shift their explanatory style to be more optimistic, focusing on teaching temporary, specific, and external explanations for bad events. Let's explore some powerful techniques in boosting overall resilience. Do you ever catch yourself thinking, I'm just not good enough? Those quick, negative thoughts can really bring you down. Automatic thoughts are quick, practiced, and often unnoticed thoughts that pop into our heads. They can be pretty harsh. For instance, you might think, I'm stupid because I failed my exams. But wait, challenge that thought. Instead, remind yourself, I'm a resilient person and excel in areas that school doesn't test. See the difference? This process is all about recognizing those negative thoughts and countering them with contrary evidence. It's like being a lawyer for your own mind, defending your strengths. Next, we have reattribution. This is about creating alternative, less permanent and less pervasive explanations for events, Instead of thinking, I'm a terrible student, you can say, I'm not a morning person. It's a small shift, but it makes a big difference. Reattribution helps us see setbacks as temporary and specific rather than as reflections of our entire character. Sometimes we just need a break from those negative thoughts. That's where distraction techniques come in. These are strategies to control when you think about negative events. For example, postponing rumination can help you perform better under pressure. Tell yourself, I'll think about this after my presentation, and focus on the task at hand. Distraction techniques give you the power to choose the right time to deal with your worries, keeping you focused and effective in the moment. Lastly, let's tackle questioning assumptions. This involves challenging those deep-seated, depression-inducing beliefs. For example, if you think, unless everybody likes me, I'm a failure, flip that around. Say, not everyone will understand me, but that's okay. The people who matter trust me and value my authenticity. By questioning and reframing these assumptions, you can build a healthier, more positive outlook on life. Remember, it's all about taking control of your thoughts and challenging them with evidence and compassion. These techniques might take some practice, but they're powerful tools for boosting your mental well-being. So next time you catch yourself in a negative thought spiral, try disputing, reattributing, distracting, or questioning. Your mind and your mood will thank you. Here's a heartfelt truth. Deep down, many people don't truly want to reverse learned helplessness. Why? Because healing and changing might mean forgiving those who have hurt us. And if we forgive them, does that mean all the pain we endured was for nothing? We couldn't fight back, felt belittled. Our pain hasn't been acknowledged. Our resentment hasn't been released. So why should we forgive? Why should we let go? Why should we forget? We resist healing because it feels like a betrayal to our past, helpless selves. And so we continue to repeat the same pain over and over. But healing doesn't mean betraying your past self. It means honoring your journey and embracing the strength you've gained. Forgiving and letting go isn't about making your pain insignificant. It's about freeing yourself from its hold. It's about breaking the cycle of pain and choosing joy, peace, and a brighter future for yourself. You deserve to be happy, you deserve to heal, and you can start by being kind to yourself, acknowledging your pain. Remember, you have the power to rewrite your story. So take a deep breath, step into the sunshine, and embrace the beautiful journey of healing. You are worth it.